Up to now, we started with the collection framework, and step by step, we have completed a half of more than half, 60%. Like list, array list, linked list, stack, queue, identity queue, priority queue, and all that things. Now, if you compare all the things, these all are the storage where we collect the group of data or object, you may say that. So all the data here you observe that are ordered one. Okay, up to now, whatever we have seen, whatever we have added, that all data are added in the ordered forms. Okay, and every data for the every, it may be a list, it may be a stack, it may be a queue, everything is allow to add a duplicate data. Two things we have observed while doing the programming, though the way of storing structure is different, but while adding data, they have maintained order as well as they allowing duplicate data to be stored. Okay, so whatever we have things up to now, Java collection, two things we have done. First thing is nothing but order, order, order is maintained. So whichever the order we have used, that same order is maintained. And secondly, they are allow duplicate data. We observe this thing, right? So if you take any kind of example, either it may be a linked list, it may be a stack, it may be a queue, everyone is allowing a duplicate data. See, if you see in there, so you can add a duplicate data. Even we added also all that thing we have done. But now today we are going to see some different data structure. And the name of the data structure is HashSet and linked HashSet. Okay. So this example we are going to see, and we'll observe while doing this. So while doing this, we'll come to know that the set is, even though if you remember, we have done the Python set kind of structure, right? So what your you have remember anything about a set? Even though the order is not maintained in case of set or has set. Okay. So that is in set, there is order is not maintained. Up to now, whatever you done, that all of the order is maintained, but in case of set, there is no order maintained. So we'll use set interface to implement the hash set as well as linked hash set. Programming is very simple, same as all the things, but only thing we have to remember, they are not maintaining any order. That is only the difference that we have to do. Okay, the ordering not maintained by set. Okay, so take a simple example, not that much complicated. Let's go here. Only difference is that there is no ordering. That's all. Rest of all the things, adding, removing, and all the things are same. There is nothing difference. Okay, so let's take a set ntrfc demo, set interface demo, public static void mains, and boom. Let me check the sound. Okay, it's all perfect. So as usual, we have to take an object. So set we have to use because we are using a set interface. And the type of data, let me store some string. Up to now we have used integer and all that thing. Set the interface, let it import. Fine. HS is equal to new set. Sorry. Among the set interface, which thing we need to implement now? Linked hash set or hash set. So let's go for first hash set. Hash set. So this is a way of creating object semicolon, right? Now we can store a data from the list. Now let's say that h.r. Rest of all things are same, there is nothing different. So let me store some first data as z. hs dot add. Let me store some a. hs dot add. Let me store again a z. Semicolon hs dot add. Let me store something called as a b, or you can say that x. Let me add someone. hs dot add. Let me store it is a v1. Let add one more time. hs dot add. It may be a okay something. That's all. And now observe, if I bring the list of the hash set, how data should be get stored. If you observe the data, the way we are adding, up to now, whatever we have seen, it may be array list, linked list, tag, queue, and everything. That all the order is in maintained, at least for storing data, right? The way order you have do, that order is get maintained. But if you observe here, we are added z at first, and even though one more thing we have observed here, that the duplicate data is not here, right? So this is the only thing we need to observe here, that no duplicate. Second one, no order, order, right? If I run one more times, you'll come to know that the order will be get changed. abxzk. Okay, the order is not maintained. Basically, it may be run at any times. Okay, so let me add one more times. hs dot, just because of a small amount of data, it may be a get confused to reflect. But let's see. I added a C at the last, but if I run the program, the C will be not at last. It will be comes at any positions. Okay. So A, B, X and all that things. There is no order is maintained. And second things, it is not allow any duplicate data. So these are features of HashSet. Got it? Now we'll do the same programs. Okay. Same program. Even though if you try to store some null data here, like hs dot add null, hs dot add, I said null. If you run these programs, see, it will accept the null value. Okay. So this is also we need to observe, because this accepted the null value. That's why we are going to see the next things. Nothing but a linked hash set. Okay. Even though for a hash set, if you see the method hs dot add, there is only one thing is there, that is add, but we can't add data in between start position, last positions. By default data is added at the last, but still that order is also not maintained. Okay, so two things we have observing. The first thing, HashSet is not allowed any duplicate data, and the second is there is no order is maintained in case of HashSet. Got it? Now the same program I will do here. That initial thing will be a same, that is string strng string. Here we have hl linked hash set. New, I will use here linked hash set. Okay, Now I will try to add a same data. So you'll come to know the what observation we have done. HS dot I will do add. Okay. And if I want special function, maybe at add, no problem. I will do the same operation and we'll observe what exactly the difference we have. Sorry, HL, not HS. HL dot add, even though it have any, no problems. So let add. First one is Z. So this is Z. Just copy this. Second one is A. Okay, let me copy all these things. Just replace the object name. Instead of HS, add HL, HL, HL. Hello, HL. So the same thing we have done, whatever that we have added in a set, and again I'm adding the link assets and let me print, and you have to observe the difference. Let me print into the red color. HL. Right click, run as Java applications. So what we have observed between both HashSet and LinkedHashSet. Okay, the first thing. And the second one, which one is maintaining order? Yes. So the HashSet is not maintaining order, but LinkedHashSet is maintain ordered. Okay. So this is the only difference. The duplicate, no duplicate, no duplicate. There is an order. Sorry, order. Whichever the order we have added, that only order they maintain. See, if we have Z here, right? A here, then again Z. So it is though it is removing a duplicate, but still it is maintaining order as well. Okay. So depending on our need, whenever there is a need to add data, okay, and order is maintained and no duplicate data will be needed. So at that time you have to go for link access. Or there is one more situation where only the thing is that no duplicate data should be there and order is not important. So at that case, you can go for which one? Has set you should go. Okay, got it? Now, the second one we are going to see that is known as preset. It is a kind of interface. This is the last one, presets, and we have to observe what exactly the difference in the kind of presets. Okay. So now we are observe all the things we'll understanding a step by step. The thing that all are the maintaining order, all are the allowing duplicate data up to the queue. But as soon as we are jump into the set interface, we will come to know there is no duplicate is allowed here. Okay. Now same thing if you see that the sorted set is also extending a set. That means the tree set is also not allowed to duplicate data, right? So this is extending a set. By default this feature is available in sorted set interface, so that is directly indirectly available in tree set also. But if you see the link has set and has set, though the thing is not allowed duplicate data, but here order is not maintaining, and here order is maintaining. But still there is a one drawback, and that drawback is nothing but it is not sorted. We see the things, observations. Can you see it is sorted? Not. It is also not sorted. Okay. So let's me do a simple example of tree so that come to know what exactly the difference in a tree set also. This is the last thing that we have to do here. Class tree set tree set demo tree set demo main class finish. Okay, same thing you have to do. Tree set, sorry, tree set. Let me type as string 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 t is equal to new presets. Okay, now let's observe. I'm adding t dot add here. So let me store something at z semicolon t dot add here. Let me store as suppose b semicolon t dot add. Let me store a here t dot add. Let me store again a z semicolon t dot add something called c and t dot add. So let me store something h capital, sorry, capital. Okay, so let's simply print this. What is it? T. Now we should observe what exactly here the difference. If you run these programs, we'll observe the one thing. The first thing, it is not allowing a duplicate data. No duplicate. And the second thing, if you all observe that, the by default it is a sorted, right? A, B, C, H, and Z. Got it? So just understand the need why they have maintained this. If you understand all this structure, it is a very beautiful things. Okay, they will provide a lot of structure, the way of storing data and accessing data. And the last one, the set interface, is especially designed for in the case of it is also allowing a dynamic data. These are also allowing a dynamic data. But the problem with all of this list, array list, linked list, stack, queue, priority queue, all these things, they are allowing a duplicate data. Okay. Only advantage is that they are maintaining order. But for us, the important is in no duplicate data. Then you can go for the any class of the set interface. Like you can use a LinkedHashSet, you can use HashSet or a TreeSet. So if you only try to remove the duplicate data, but order is not important, then go for set interface. Okay. But for you, order is also maintained and the no duplicate data, then go for the linked assets. And the third requirement maybe comes, it should be ordered, means there is no duplicate data and by default it must be in a sorted manner. So at that time you should use which one? Which one is a sorted by default? The tree set is a by default sorted one. Okay, got it? So it is by default sorted, then there is no, there is extra thing will be there. You can either you can add first positions. It doesn't matter. You can add the last position. By default, it should be in ordered only. So there is nothing order is importance. Where you can add at first, you can add at the last. That doesn't matter. Okay. Because at the end it is in sorted way. So if you observe this, like I'm going to add a t dot add Suppose add first I'm adding, but in the first I'm adding at a W. But still it is not adding a W at the first position. It is after H only it's get added. Ooh, we done something. Let's run one more time. Right click, run as Java applications. What we have done? T dot add first. TreeSet has a demo until which example unsupported operation exceptions. Okay, add first is not working here. Then why it is allowing add last? Let's go for the add last. Now run this. Okay, the add first and add last is not supported here. Okay, that's fine. Then it's why it's showing that is a bug, one kind of bug we have, right? If it is not allowing, then don't show the method. And it is showing add first and add last. Okay, doesn't matter. So TreeSet is basically used to maintain no duplicate data, and by default it is a sorted one. The only thing comes, though it is a sorted ones, but by default sorting is what? In which order? Which order we are sorted? Ascending or descending? It's ascending. Okay. What if I want to print in descending order? Is there any way? How should we maintain the order in descending? What we'll do? How? How will reverse? No, if you can use a for loop as well, right? Okay. So integer I is equal to, let me consider as we should go for the last to first. So we go for t dot size semicolon. That I should be a greater than equal or greater than 0 semicolon I plus plus. Sorry, I minus minus. Getting? But is there any function that we should get the value from this that we have to print? Syso t dot, is there any function called get? Oh, there is not a function called get. So we can't use this here. Got it? But is it get first? But get first will be only get the first value. Right? So it will not get printed. So is there anything called a remove? Is there a remove funds? Okay, let's me go for the remove first. Okay, we are getting A, B, C, H, Z. Still, it is okay. Instead of remove first, if you use the remove last, that may be work. Okay. Is there anything? Remove last. Now check. Fine. H, Z, H, C, B, A. Okay. So it is a very tricky logic that we are using, but it is, actually we are getting output, and it is something a different logic. Google even don't know like this kind of solution is also there. What we are using, we are reversing the for loop, as well as we are removing the data from last positions. So that first data will be remove this, then this, then this, and this, and our job is also done like this. Okay. So by default, order is in sorted. Ascending, you can also print the descending with the help of S. Got it? So these are the things that we have done in the collection. Apart from this, there is one more thing is there, that is called hash map, which is not available here, but we'll take that example also. That is a hash map. So observation is you have done the things, the iterable collection, list, queue, setup. List and queue allowing duplicate order is maintained. Up when we start the set, no duplicate. Some maintain order, some are not maintaining order, and by default, some are shorted ones. Okay. So based on the need, based on the conditions, we have to use the things which should be get we can use for storing data. You can remember in the simply manner, like when to use a two-wheeler, when to use a four-wheeler, when we go for the bus, when we go for a train, and when we go for a plane. The kind of situations in the similar manner you have to compare things. Array list when to use, when you go for the queue, when you go for the stack, when you go for the set or sorted sets. Depending on need, we have to use a example. Because the collection frameworks, the working of all the collection framework, entire classes and interface is only that to store a data and a retrieve a data. The storing a data, it providing a different structure and the method, and for retrieving data, it's providing some different methods and against different ways. And every way of storing and accessing is the structure is the difference. But the main motto of the collection framework is that to store a group of data or object and access that object in a different ways. Okay. So remember this entire chat, and shortly you can prepare your notes like what exactly the difference. While writing the code, also you should write single lines so that it will be remember for you like how to work and this kind of data. Okay.